This is day 197, the giant you choose to face. I'm running a startup in an exciting new industry. It is fun, demanding, and never a dull moment. But there are rising stars in this space that most people will quickly defer to, accepting the inevitable conclusion that they will own the entire market, even though they serve only a small percentage of all possible clients. Companies like OpenAI and Anthropic are presented as giants, unstoppable and invincible. Smart people tell you they could decide to take over your company in just a few minutes. You are told it is inevitable. You should just roll over and give up. This reminds me of an ancient story. A young man was told by his people that a giant was too big to fight against, and they should all just surrender. Everyone saw Goliath as too big to defeat. David saw a target that was too big to miss. The choice you actually do have. David technically, did David technically have a choice? No one forced him onto that battlefield. He was not even a soldier. He was a shepherd delivering food. He could have stayed quiet like everyone else, walked away, or said, "This is not my fight." David chose to face the giant because of how he saw the situation. The difference was not circumstance. It was perspective. When it feels like you have no choice, that is what is really happening is this. Every other option compromises something that you value. Avoidance creates a bigger problem later, or something inside you will not let you walk away. That is where David's story becomes very practical. Get clear on why this is your fight. David did not step forward randomly. He had a reason. He believed something was wrong. He had conviction that it needed to be addressed. If you do not define your why, the giant will always look bigger than you. I know why I am in this fight. I believe the work matters. I believe the problem we are solving is real. I believe that the giants, as large as they are, do not see what we see. That clarity does not make the fight easier, but it makes it mine. Do not try to become someone else to win. Saul tried to put armor on David. It did not fit. David had went in with what he already knew, his sling, his experience, his past wins. That translates directly. Use your strength. Use your actual skills. Do not imitate someone else's strategy just because it looks stronger. I've watched people try to fight like the giants. They adopt the same tactics, the same language, the same approach. They lose themselves in the process. The armor does not fit. I am not OpenAI. I am not Anthropic. I am not trying to be. I am using what I know, what I've built, and what I can do that they cannot. Remember your past lions and your past bears. David referenced what he had already overcome. When you feel outmatched, your brain forgets your track record. But your past wins matter because they prove you have handled pressure before. You have solved problems before. You are not starting from zero. I have faced smaller versions of this fight. I have built things that people said would not work. I have competed in spaces where I was told I had no chance. I've won some of those fights and I've lost a few others. But I'm still here, and that's what matters. Accept that fear does not disqualify you. David was not fearless. He was willing. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is movement despite of it. I am not fearless. I never have been. I look at the giants and I feel the weight of what I am up against. But I'm willing, and that's enough. Move decisively. One of the most overlooked details is this. David ran towards Goliath. Hesitation feeds the giant. Action shrinks it. I'm not going to wait for the giants to notice me. I'm not waiting for permission. I'm moving. I'm building. I'm running toward the fight. Everyone saw Goliath as too big to defeat. David saw a target that was too big to miss. So did David have a choice? Yes, but not one that felt acceptable to him. And that is often the real situation we are in. You can walk away, but doing so costs something you are not willing to lose. When that is the case, the decision is already made. You just have not acted on it yet. I have made my decision. The giants are big, but they are not invincible. They are not inevitable. They are just big. And big things make big targets. I am not surrendering. I'm running toward the fight, and I'm starting today.